What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jordan and today we're going to be talking about a few more performance mods that I bought for the Datsun 280Z. So let's get into it. And so recently we've been working on the intake system on the Datsun 280Z a lot. First we started with the cylinder head, which we are still working on. I have a video coming out shortly on that. Aside from just the cylinder head and the parts of the engine that are attached to that, the next thing is the intake manifold. So I bought a Protunerz intake manifold. I am super excited about this, and just to start off, this is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my hard-earned money, but I think it's a really good piece, and I want to tell you guys some of the benefits. Now, not only is this intake really huge and has amazing flow, as you can see, the intake runners are mega smooth, and this is 38 millimeters, which I port matched with the cylinder head that we just port and polished. And these intake manifolds are typically meant for boosted applications, things like turbocharging, but even though our engine is going to be naturally aspirated, it's gonna work just fine anyway. So if you buy this from them, you get a throttle body, which is also really awesome. Really amazing quality on this, and 75 millimeter intake, or throttle body, it's gonna go right here. But the thing is, when you buy parts like this, you have to realize that there's a lot more that goes with it. You're gonna save up your money and buy this awesome, beautiful piece, but then you need to realize that there's about $3,000 worth of other parts you need to buy to make it work properly. So let's go over to the car, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about what's missing and what the plans are moving forward. Obviously, seeing this in the engine bay is really exciting, but like I said before, there's a lot of things that we need to do and a lot of things we need to purchase to make this work properly. So to start, it's going to sit somewhere around here in the engine bay, and then the throttle body is going to attach right there. And the fun part that I'm looking forward to is possibly making a custom intake box with an air filter. That way we keep filtration and it looks really OEM plus clean. But as far as buying new parts besides the custom fabrication stuff, we need to have a throttle position sensor on this. That way the car knows how much throttle we're giving. We're gonna need a throttle cable linkage that pulls the throttle body open. Right now it comes with a really standard old style throttle linkage, so it'll actually be an improvement to go cable just because those linkages are really not the best. We also need to buy an ECU, a new engine harness. Also, I have a 123 ignition distributor, which I really love because I can change the timing on my phone, and there is also like safety features on there, and I need to take that off. We need to get a crank angle sensor to replace this. And so if we get a crank angle sensor that clicks into the ECU, we also need to get a new ignition system, because we can't take these plugs and plug them into a crank angle sensor. So we're gonna have to go with coil packs and whatever systems are related with the coil packs. So I'm doing a lot of research to try and figure out what systems I want. Do I want to have Megasquirt 2? Do I need Megasquirt 3, which I don't think I do? Should I go with haltech? And I think these are all questions that all of you can help me out with. If you have any opinions about that, or if you used both systems before, I'd really appreciate your input on what ECU I should be using. Protunerz has basically a full catalog of everything you can buy to basically do what you need to do, which I'm probably going to do that for the crank angle sensor, and I'm probably going to do that for throttle position sensor and maybe the cable. I might have to ask them about cable situation. But I think the real question I have is, do I need to go buy Megasquirt 2, Megasquirt 3, haltech, or another ECU option? I hear that Megasquirt 3 is really good for boosted options, but since this car is going to be naturally aspirated, I think we can go a little bit more simple. And I don't know, let me guys know what you think. I also need to get a sensor for the exhaust for the O2 bung that's going to click into the ECU. And yeah, so there's just a lot of things you need to buy to make this work right. Along with that, just so much additional work to make it clean and operating right. So any feedback or guidance you guys have, if you've done something like this before, let me know. Just like I said in other videos, I'm learning just like you guys are. So anyway, exciting updates with this, and eventually some more updates on this. And so pretty soon here, we're gonna be doing another project on the cylinder head, the N42 head. We're gonna be deshrouding and smoothing out the combustion chamber of the head. So more projects to come on that. a lot more stuff to do with this intake manifold that I have over here. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to give you a little update. It's been a few weeks since I made a video, and I kind of want to address the fact that recently my content has been coming out slower and slower. I feel like I've been doing this YouTube thing now for about 2.5 years, and the first year that I did it, I was really excited and I had plenty of time. It was during COVID time, and I was putting out almost a video every single week. I went 44 weeks in a row with one video each week, and I was really happy about that. But then the world opened up and we started working a little bit more, just like, normal, paying our bills, and I started putting out content, one video every 2 weeks. And then recently I feel like I've been putting out content once every 3 weeks and once every 4 weeks. And so I feel like I'm a little bit behind on the project. I feel like I'm just behind on things in general. And I wanted to address this with you guys, that I'm still planning to make content, but I think I'm just like a little bit burned out, if I'm being honest. Just 2.5 years of just cranking out ideas and videos and learning how to edit and learning more and more about how to work on cars and everything. It's a lot. And I think that when you make YouTube videos, people see the exciting parts, and you take a 40 hours worth of work and trim it down into about 12 minutes worth of video. So I think I've been kind of just run down by the whole other side of things, not necessarily just working on the car, but I feel like I'm at this point in the channel where I was really excited about getting the new Nissan Z, but the whole launch of that has been completely botched. And now we're almost 15 or 16 months into waiting for that car, and I'm wondering if I really should even get it anymore. I think I mentioned that in one of my videos before about when I went to go see the new car, that yes, I really liked it, but I think part of the excitement of it for me was that it was going to be the new car, and everyone was going to be excited to see the new car, and I was going to be excited to be one of the first people to experience everything with it. So I feel like I'm really in this weird limbo mode with the YouTube channel, trying to figure out what's going to be the next project, what's going to be the next new car, because my daily is getting older and I do want to trade in, I do want to get a new car. But what's next? Do I wait and get the new Nismo Z that's coming out? I don't know. So I feel like I've been in this kind of weird limbo over the last couple months where Instagram is pulling us to make short form content, YouTube is long form content. Short form is easier, and for a little while I was making pretty good money making shorts on or reels on Instagram, and now Instagram has cut off funding for creators, and so now I'm in this weird limbo where it's like I go back to YouTube and I'm not really making as much as I was originally, and this whole YouTube channel is not really about money. I didn't really start it about money. I just wanted to start working on cars and everything, but the reality is that money's involved, and ordering parts is expensive, and yeah, I don't know. I've just been having so many weird thoughts recently about the channel and where I'm at. I feel so grateful for the audience that I have, and the 2,000 of you that subscribe right now, and also the 40-some thousand I have on Instagram, which is crazy. But I don't know, I feel like being a content creator this last 2.5 years has really taught me a lot of things that I hadn't really thought of prior. I think that it's a lot of work, and you get so many great comments from people and so many great conversations from people, but at the end of the day, you're spending your Saturdays, Sundays, time after work to do these things and make the videos, and it's a hard gig, and it's a hard hobby because I want it to be more than a hobby, but at the same time, there's no way I would be able to support myself and pay my bills with what I make on the content. So I feel like I've been having this weird wrestle internally of how much time should and do I want to dedicate towards making videos, and I feel some sort of obligation towards my audience and everything. So yeah, it's just a weird time for me, and I think I might be taking a little bit of a break from making content. Not a total break, I'm not going to be gone for 6 months or whatever, but I think I'm going to take the pressure off of myself to try and put out a video every week, every 2 weeks, because I feel like if I know that I have a deadline coming up for 3 weeks and I know that I haven't posted content, I end up stressing myself out about it, and I just get in this loop of oh, I should be researching the next project, I should order this part, I should be writing a script, I should be working on the car, and it really just weighs on you. And I think that over the course of this 2.5 year period, I kind of have found a way to make content creation less fun for myself. And I want to try and maybe just take a break, take a breather, and regroup and make this more fun for me moving forward. And yeah, so I don't know, just a few candid thoughts from me about the channel and about the state of the project. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys watching. And as always, if you watch this far, you guys are the real ones. So more projects to come, but maybe just a little bit less often. So, all right guys, catch you later.